how do you come up with the titles of the books? Because I love the titles, and Symphony of Echoes is really good.
Well, after Just One Damn Thing, which I can honestly say occurred to me in the middle of the night, God knows what I was doing at the time for that to come to me, but Just One Damn Thing After Another came to me in the middle of the night. And of course, the quote is prefixed by the words history is. So I Googled quotes about history, and I forget who said it now, but somebody very famous said history is only a symphony of echoes, and I thought, that'll do. A second chance, of course, was easy because it was everybody's second chance. And I found another quote about history being a jangle of something or other, but Accent Press didn't like that one very much. And by now I was running out of history is quotes. So I stepped away from it then. And I remember I was writing A Trail Through Time, and I actually got to the bit where Max realizes that their pod is leaking and they were leaving a trail through time that a blind man could follow. And I thought, yep, that'll do for that title. So I scribbled A Trail Through Time before I forgot, because I have the memory span of slightly less than a goldfish. Recently I've had one or two problems with titles. I wanted to call The Good, the Bad and the History Closing the Circle, and it went all through my hands as Closing the Circle because so many circles were closed in that book. And I sent it off to Headline entitled Closing the Circle, and they must have had some sort of meeting or other, because it came back and they said, it's a little bit final. We don't want your fans panicking and thinking there aren't ever going to be any more. And I said, well, I'm sorry, I can't really think of anything else, because my mind was full of Closing the Circle. And it was actually my editor, Frankie, who came back and said, how do you feel about The Good, the Bad and the History? And I thought, well, yeah, that's not bad. So some of the titles are mine. Some I've taken from the contents of the books. Some are quotes from other much more famous people than me. And some are from Headline themselves, when I've come up a bit short in the title department. So I hope that answers your question.